So hello everyone, and welcome to Beaute Espace. I'm Ritoo Jhha. I edit at Beaute Espace, and we publish a magazine from the US called Beauty Launchpad. And we have a bunch of social media platforms, of which one is Beaute Espace TV. We have the website beautyspace.net. And we, of course, have our social media handles. So I welcome some brilliant gentlemen today on board on our Zoom talk from all across the world and India. So I'll start with Claudio Barbesino. Claudio is this huge guy with over 35 years of experience in the cosmetic business. And, you know, he's a consultant. He runs a firm called CSolutions, Italia, and he's the CEO and principal out there. And of course, he has a huge experience in the H&B food and drink business as well. And welcome, Claudio Barbesino, to Business TV.
Thank you. Thank you.
And next, I would like to welcome Ike Sargason. All the way from Moscow. Right now he's sitting in Vienna, I believe.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, and so Ike, you have 10 years of experience in cosmetic and perfumery industry in top management positions. And you today own the company Super Cosmetics, and you are the founder of that. And you also have a retail chain called Cosmetica, which is very intriguing. Like you said before, that you are an omni-channel, distribution. You're into the omni-channel distribution and ownership of platforms. So welcome to Beaute Espace TV, Ike.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm honored to be here with you guys. I'm mainly specialist for retail and not for the salons. So.
And now all the way across the world, we go to Brazil and we welcome Itamar and Hugo Seceto. Itamar is the founder of Laces Group. Laces are a chain of salons which they have set up in 1987. They're also into distribution, exclusive distribution of Aveda services across Brazil. And of course, owner of brands that they manufacture, like laces, hair products, etc. So welcome on board, both of you, to Beaute Espace TV. We're honored to have you here. And,
thank you. Thank you.
And now I go to Vikram Bhatt. So Vikram is one of the leading, he's the founder, owner, and director of Enrich Salon chain, which is over 86 salons, nearly 90 salons across 6 cities in India. And they serve, 130,000 people through a staff of 2,100 strong people on their board. And now Enrich, I must tell you, because it's a brand that we are very proud of in India, a salon brand. They have the best practices. They are the ones which brought the salon to look like corporates, with structures and with systems in place. So he's a guy to look out for in India. And of course, last but never the least, we have with us, welcome Ankit Arora. Ankit is a very young guy in our business, but doing extremely well with a huge vision for the salon business. He's the one who brought the Plex revolution to India when he started importing Olaplex to the country. And of course, he has got some very interesting brands like Bomb, and he started his own immediately the moment this pandemic broke out. We saw him, bring this easy, correct me if I'm wrong, again, a whole set of products for the salons, whether they were gloves or, PP kits and sanitization products, a whole line, and in a very systematic way, so that at each service, they could take it up and, serve the customer with these. So welcome all of you. I'll now start with my first question, and I'm very eager to know that given that we all are in the beauty business, attached to it for so many years and a huge experience, from each of one of you, I would like to know how it's been in your country and in the places that you are, in the cities that you are, and what was your first response? What have been the learnings from COVID 2019? So I'll start with Claudio. Shall we start with you?
All right, no problem. Well, in Italy has been tough, not so tough as press and TV told you, but has been tough. It lasts some months. Now the summer is bringing some advantages because the UV kills COVID very fastly. And when we had the reopening of the salon, they lost almost 30% from 30 to 50% of the chairs because of the distance, the security distance that they had to keep. Then at the beginning, we saw a lot of barrier coming out of plexiglass, and the funny thing, because people was not prepared, and still there was very much of an unknown. Now we are doing better. We are almost reaching the full recover of all the client. The client are back. There are systems that can clean the hair from the virus, and so they can use again all the chair. But mostly the winning part are the one that didn't stop assisting the client during COVID. Many salon owner put in place communication through social. They gave instruction how to treat the regrowth at home. I didn't follow much that time of video, but I know that they were there, and this was enhancing the loyalty of the client. The most active professional gain client, and when there was the reopening, they were there waiting for them.
So we would like yes. A few insights on the retail side of the business also, Claudio, because you understand both of them very well.
Yes. Well, in the retail is the triumph of direct sale,
right.
And internet sale. Everybody know Amazon, but also the one that have organized finally themselves to sell to public is something that is taking place more and more. I was speaking in US 15 days ago with the former merchandiser of Target. The derm store is the division that does that. They told me that they had a terrible increase of direct sales. Okay, and there is a big development also of influencer, but only the influencer that can justify the suggestion have success. There's no more time to show a leg or show a beautiful face, and that's it because they're going to buy. The influencer must have knowledge of what they
absolutely
suggest.
Thank you so much. So over to Ugo and Itamar, tell us about your country.
Yes, definitely. So here in Brazil, the cases are currently moving towards the countryside. It's not as concentrated in the metropolis or the biggest cities like São Paulo.
Sure.
That was due to an effort that was made to really close out everything when we started with the quarantine before the virus really got widespread in the country. So São Paulo is slowly getting back to reopening, and it's been a very slow reopening, we can say. But for us, talking more about our company, we are 72% close to our goal on revenue, but we haven't fired anyone in the company. That's really important for us. We are a company that's focused on people, and we try to reinvent how we work with them, how we can get all of those people that are sitting at home that can do hair, but do an affiliate marketing strategy with them to help sell through our e-commerce and get them to have some commission on top of it. That's one of the strategies we work with. And the beauty sector in general, that's the data from our software, our point of sale software that we use, that we hire. The data that they gave us is that the sector is 50% behind on their goal. So we have a little bit of leg room in between us.
And yesterday, Itamar, you was sharing how you've converted 2 of your stores into retail for retailing products. Would you like to talk about that?
Yes. When we stay closed 4 months, when we was in April, 30 April, we hope the communications for if they made more long closed or they reopen, and they made the more long closed the quarantine. And we make one strategy. We changed 2 locations, our salon for supermarket. In 12 days, we changed the category. When we open and we sell organic products, vegetable products, and we made a little money with this. And also, all clients, they are very happy because you make more. You have a hope. It's our strategy, and every day in the quarantine is to buy hope every day, and also don't fire the people. We start the quarantine with 260 people, employees in our company, and we have right now around 215 people. We preserve the people. We made 10 movements in 4 months for don't stop the business. We closed the store, but we reopened 2 stores. And also, when we start the quarantine, our sale is around 80% service, only 20% products. Today, we have the company around 15% product, 50% service. Our clients, they love it, our movement we made. They are confident because we are old company. We have 30 years old, and they like it. Everything they know about the brand and about the all movement to preserve the people. This is a very important. This is a very good awareness for the brand.
They know we are trying to stay alive as a whole, not just the top management.
This is a moment to see if you are really true brand, think about the people, or you are only greenwashing and only not preserving the people.
Sure.
This is the moment.
That's true. That's very true. Well said. Thank you so much. Ike, over to you. I know that Russia initially. Everybody thought there was no COVID in Russia, like it was, the international news was like, oh, Russia is COVID free. And then we, of course, found that, you guys are as much affected, if not more. So tell us how it came about and how you've had.
Okay, so the government is not supporting the people in a way. You are seeing it in Europe. Let's say there was a recommendation to stay at home by beginning. So, and there was no really strict rules and lockdown in the way like you had, because if the government told about lockdown, so they are obliged somehow to help the people. So it was a little bit different. So they start already to help somehow, but we was in a lockdown actually, and after so 1 month or just a second, so about 1 month we are not anymore at the lockdown, and what happens actually that the people who before who goes to the office and was working at the offices, they are working now from home.
Right.
So it means that the business centers with a mall downstairs, let's say with the big malls, they are working very badly. So we have about, so from 30 till 50% of turnover we lost in a way, even the stores are open. But from the other hand, you have difficulties with the testers and samples that you cannot give it because it's a forbidden to spray or to use it. So from the other hand, we see the huge increasing from internet online sales, and even by small stores, the owners going online and showing the things via internet, even by WhatsApp or public, depends on. And we see the development of the online. We can tell that maybe the program for 3 years of development of online happens within 2 months. So, and increasing was quite huge. So, but before we were selling, let's say our sales in online for perfumes were 30% of the total sales volumes. So now the sales grows 3 times for all products. For the general sales, we make 300%, but the perfumes are 10%. So it means that the quantity is still the same, because people don't want to buy something without a trial. Yes. And you cannot do it in this way. So mainly the channels for online channel, the sales categories are for sure the hand creams, because of the gloves or antiseptics, and some washing item. I mean, shower gels and shampoo, they are performing quite well. Bit higher is also the creams and skincare. And before it was a very interesting story about the lipstick economy, if you heard about it. So when some crisis is coming, people starting to buy, instead of car or whatever, they buy some lipstick to get, yes. But now there are no lipstick because everybody are wearing masks, so that you couldn't use even the lipsticks. So it was not the case. So well, what we did actually during the pandemic, the system of certification of product in Russia is quite complicated. To bring some antiseptic or some sanitizer, it's a medical degree product. So you need to certify, it costs a fortune and takes a very long time. So it means we couldn't bring something really interesting, and it was also a big demand worldwide, and there was not really makeable. But we had affordable, cheap stuff from Russia. I mean, alcohol-based some products. What we did actually, because we are in a prestige segment or luxury segment, we couldn't sell things like this. Well, what we did, we printed some masks with our logo, and we bought some sanitizers, and we just put it with the online sales as a gift to the clients. So sometimes the people was buying just the toothpaste to get the mask and the and the sanitizer for free and so on. That doesn't matter. So it's a quite good help. So it was an interesting story with one brand from our portfolio. The name is Grown Alchemist, and we are going to do an interesting game. We will put in the online 3 kind of discounts, 20, 35, and 50. And we will ask, okay, you judge what, how harmful was the crisis for you, and you judge your discount to getting to the normal life with a great products, great skincare products and so on. But you can buy only one piece, you know, from all assortment, let's say. So it's, if you don't need, tell it to your friend, etc., etc. So this is an action, let's say, for a brand which never was discounted in our portfolio, and we have, this is the biggest product in our portfolio, so it was like just a support. So sorry for my English, guys, but this is it till now.
Yeah.
And yeah, online is heavily increasing by the people, like by new kind of stores, Instagram stores, so and influencers.
Thank you.
Agree.
Thank you. So yeah, so we'll come back to you about an innovation that you've done, which is very interesting, and I've heard about it from Claudio. Before that, Vikram, would you like to take your bit on, you know, how you guys have handled the coal crisis, and what are the innovations that you have done? I know that you're big on retail, and also that you're doing go-to-home salons so successfully. So yeah, please tell us about it.
So as you know, as a country, right, India was the one which probably implemented the strictest possible lockdown, the longest possible lockdown. A large part of India where we live in is still under lockdown, right? So 4 months of absolutely no business activities. We can understand the kind of problems, pain we all have gone through. And it is no different from any other retail business, any consumer-facing business, which is maybe in here or overseas, global, wherever. So how did we utilize this time? So immediately after the lockdown was announced, we went on the drawing board, understood what the new business will look like, changed the SOP. We were always high on hygiene and monodose and single-use products, but added additional measures of safety, which are also more visible, which can help us regain the trust and the confidence from the customer, because this is the thing which is very important and very much in customers' mind. Reached out to customers to understand what are the needs. So what if they are not coming to our place and we are not able to serve, but at least we would have made more than 150,000 calls to our customers, understand their need. We did a lot of video consultation, help them do it yourself initiatives where they can cut the hair with our trainer or our hairdresser, helping them how to do it, how to manage skin, how to manage some of the concern issues that really created generated a great amount of momentum in customers' mind that this is one brand which is reaching out to us without any commercial interest, even in such difficult times. In the interaction, we also learned that they are in need of retail products, and our products are available only through very concentrated, limited channel like salons. So deliver products at their home without charging any additional delivery cost or anything like that. No doubt, logistics was a big challenge, but in this case, our team, which is quite motivated even in this difficult time, they themselves did deliveries to all the customers, did a very quick insight survey wherein we learned what are the priorities of customer in change environment, learned quite a few of them. And then when we reopened, started slowly reopening, I think those things really helped us. Did a whole lot of trainings, certification, not only safety and hygiene from India, but with bodies like Indesco and Vidal Sassoon and some of the makeup courses, some of the hair courses. And then team really kind of came up as fighter.
Very big on training, yes.
Yeah. So that is how we manage this time. In this change environment, we definitely understand that the recovery is a long way, right? And as I mentioned, even till today, not all our salons are operational. We are hardly operating at about half of the salons are operational. Again, they go through, suddenly some lockdown will be announced. We are having that wave situation, but I'm sure another a week or two or maybe month we will get back to normal. Business is decent. Have been able to clock where we opened. Have been able to clock about 60-65% of revenue, even though the footfall is about 45-50%. Right, so the customers are coming to go for more number of services, higher ticket value, and then appreciating the efforts which we have put in to ensure that they are safe at our place. Not a single case reported from our place before or after visit or any such things. Touch wood, and I'm sure that they continue to happen. Yeah, these are the things.
Would you like to share your experience about home services?
Yeah, so we are, even though we offer home services to customers, it's a very small percentage of our overall offering, right?
Yeah.
Or revenue. Having said that, yes, we do offer certain beauty services from our female technicians to our female customers.
Yes.
But even today, we thought it will come up as a good amount of demand will come in, but honestly, it hasn't transpired so.
No.
So customers in at least cities where we are operating, either they prefer to stay home. A lot of society restrictions, a lot of authorities restriction of outsider being allowed to the place where they live in. Plus, in addition to it, people don't want to take chance of calling anyone at home. So other people who want to get the services, they feel that, okay, let me go to salon and get things done. Yeah, but we've been doing quite a few society activities. So where our set of team members will go there, we'll put up a kiosk there, or we'll use their clubhouse, and we give them a service for a day or so. So somehow home services hasn't really picked up that great, to be honest.
Ankit, you'd like to share about Me Safe and other things that you've done through the...
Yes, so I think, when the lockdown happened, it was, our government handled it so brilliantly that they made us feel that it's only about first 14 days. And then they took it to another 21 days. So, our whole mindset was also changing accordingly. So I remember when the lockdown was announced, within 2 days of it, we have a great team at Streamline, and what they did was they started doing virtual education for all the salons in India. So we said, okay, let us sharpen the axe. So we did like a whole back-to-back series of virtual educations with all of our customers, salons in India, with their creative teams and hairdressers, and even with the pedicurist side of the organization at the salons, because we are pedicure brands. And then we started doing a lot of in-house training of sharpening the axe and all of those things. So we started off, the lockdown very similar to Mr. Modi, our Prime Minister's idea of first 14 days. So we had a strategy for the first 14 days. Then we realized that, okay, so we've sharpened the axe, we've trained a lot of our salons, we've trained our team. What do we do next? And then we started realizing that the 14 days is becoming 21 days, and the 21 days is becoming 40 days, and so on and so forth. As Mr. Vikram mentioned, it's been a 4-month lockdown. And so we were adapting accordingly. We realized that salons are closed, consumers need good quality products. we suddenly saw a lot of retail brands springing on social media, and from nowhere. And we realized that, the professional business needs to be protected, and we are a B2B company. We don't sell a lot of our professional brands online. So we connected with all our salon partners, and came up with a whole strategy of home deliveries of retail, which kind of has now become the new norm for all the salons across India, because they realized the potential of retail today. Earlier salons focused a lot more on services and not so much on retail. But I think this lockdown has taught the entire fraternity that retail is a very, very crucial aspect of the business. And I'm sure that revenue has gone up threefold for most of the salons across the country. So we kind of focused on retail, which led to us working very closely with our customers on something called the Salon Affiliate Program that we are planning, to kind of launch a proper salon affiliate portal now, because we feel that it's going to be a few months till the consumer footfalls come back to the same pre-COVID levels. And so we're trying to adapt to that and support the fraternity with a proper organized affiliate program with the help of very good information technology, IT enabled, everything on that front. And then we realized that, okay, so, but the salons still need to open, and, we need the salon business to be back, because, in the end, we are connected directly to salons. And we then came up with a brand called MeSafe, which is basically a very unique concept of pre-packed monodose kits of all the disposable items that one would need. So let's say we made a facial kit, which has everything that you need for a facial, from towels to cotton pads to, spatulas to, napkins, everything. For a pedicure, we came up with a kit where you need from an orange stick to clean the cuticle, to the pusher, to the filer, to the cottons, everything. So we kind of created these pre-packed kits for every service from head to toe, which simplified a lot of the problem for the salon, because they needed to boost the consumer confidence so that the consumer doesn't feel that, there's used stuff being used on them, and then they get to see this kit, which is open perfectly in front of them, as an accessory, just for them. So we kind of came up with that concept, which actually helped us, gain a lot of our revenue share, that we lost on the beauty side of products. So we had a great April, May, June, kind of making that up and being able to deliver to these salons, very good quality MeSafe kits.
That's right. So now we take a second round of questions. We have, in the industry, we've always been talking about sustainability, and I think Headquarter, your Super Cosmetics is defined as a prime distributor of ethical beauty products, and we are talking of ethical beauty on the one hand, of course, and we are also talking of greenwashing and such things happening in the industry. But I think COVID has led to, it's a call to attention for everybody to, take ethical beauty far more seriously, to take the word sustainability very, very seriously, and, work themselves on it, and, kind of come up with solutions. What do you guys have to say on this front? How have you been working on it? I'll start with you, because you have, you call yourself as a prime distributor of ethical beauty products. And when did you start with the idea of marketing? And how do you see that helping you now?
So actually, I was CEO of a big distributor before, so multinational brands, and afterwards, when I was thinking about a new concept of distribution, because I need some, I was really sick for some liberty, so for something when you can do, when you understand the DNA of the brand, that you can perform by multinational big brands like Hermes, Bulgari, etc. They are quite square, and they gives you the poster and told that's it, you can do, that's it. So you don't go in internet, etc., etc. It was before. So then it was not really funny to work with. So I was thinking about new concepts we was choosing small, vibrant brands which was seen at very special places like Colette or Corso Como 10. Like I was traveling a lot among the globe. In Hong Kong, it was Fred Segal Studio in Santa Monica, or Mecca Cosmetica in Australia, etc., etc. I was really literally, I was day by day visiting the stores and see how it works, what kind of brands they are, and so on. So, and afterwards, it was 10 years ago, and in this period, I was thinking, okay, which kind of red line should be for my portfolio? What should make the philosophy come on? So by beginning, I was thinking, okay, now the things are about the organic, about the clean products, etc. But then I saw there are many products with written here, organic, and so on. And if you are everywhere organic with a big assortment, so it's there was not a really good argument to sell, because somebody thought I am more organic than the other brand, etc. They are greenwashing. So this, and the mainstream is they are criminals because they are using bad stuff inside, etc. So it was not really according to my philosophy to talk about good things and so on. And then I find out that, hey, the most important part is the creator and the story why it happens. So if you put your own name on the product, so you are doing it for yourself and for friends, let's say, for your environment, and you will put the best ingredient inside because your name is written on the product. And it starts like this, let's say. And we understand, but by small quantities, the price difference is not that big between, let's say, oil or petrolatum and some seed oils and so on. So actually, wow. Where is it coming from? So actually, we was the main idea was to find the enthusiast of the market, of the avant-garde of the industry, to catch them and to with their own philosophy. They should be different. Doesn't matter what, but it should be different. And it was like a small microcosmos when we created a Cosmoteca showroom, the first one. It was like a small world with a different idea, because in some countries you have a really very quick tempo, and in US many people have no bath, no van, no bath to take a bath slowly. So they had just shower, or they are drinking coffee to go from plastic or from paper cup, and you don't see if it's a millionaire or it's just a hungry designer. So they look like similar. So in opposite, in Orient, you have brands like Pampuri, which tell, okay, your body deserve it, so you please give more attention, give more time for you, etc. With the rose leaves, with a spa idea, etc. This is totally different timing, totally different DNA, but they have it. It's not just focused on the customer groups to sell. It's a philosophy, the lifestyle. So this was the most important part, and we succeed with it. So for sure, by some of the brands, they're using the ingredients which are not far from the factory. Okay, they don't. Not only they don't use harsh ingredient and packaging, but they also have some charity in it, etc. So nice, but in Russia we don't have many cosmetic producer in a, let's say, in a high level, which we could actually take in our portfolio. There are some trials, but that's just it. And the main important part is the, how should I tell you, the difference. So there are people who think that all people are the same. So they're categories or so marketing thinking. And there are people who think that all people are different. So we are on the second part. So we see you as a personality and individual, and we are individual ourselves. So we are really friends with our suppliers. It's not just a business, really. So they are by baptism of my child in Armenia, or we go there and making talking together not only about business. And this is a beautiful stuff. So to have transparent and the true roots of the success of business, and you know the main speech or the main storytelling starting from the source and coming to the final customer without any differences in between, you know. So it's a true and it's cool. So this is our answer to be true, to be ethical also. And we are absolutely not working with any multinational or big companies, because we don't want to see next day another manager who are talking to us and talk, you know, I have no clue what you was talking before, or so it's a handshake business. It's a human relation. Also like our relation to our final customer, or right. to be like this.
And does Russia have a customer who's asking for ethical, as conscious of ethical beauty products?
I think much more than in Europe, because they are reading very well the Inchi, etc. And actually, we have, before our beauty advisor goes to store to start to work, we have more than 1 month daily training for 7 or 8 hours regarding the skin types, regarding the ingredients, what is working for what, etc., etc. Because in a modern world, they come inside to you, the client, and they know so much, really, much, and you need to be prepared and to answer to a person. So even for a person who don't have any, you know, sometimes I just giving you an example. A girl with a Louis Vuitton bag coming inside to Kosmetix and see products which she never saw somewhere else, because they are niche, rare stuff. And when a beauty advisor come to her to explain, she told, no, stop, because she know, as usual, they start to push you something to sell to you. So I need just a catalog or just a leaflet, and our beauty advisor literally telling her, you know, we don't have any leaflets, because in no one leaflet is written about your concrete, your skin. So we are here because we had the training with a source, with a creator also, to understand what you need. And when she told, okay, I need a cream, face cream, or I need oil, they told, hey, we are not selling a vacuum cleaner. Let's find out, you have some dust. Let's find out how we can clean this dust. Maybe you don't need a vacuum cleaner, you know? So after 5 minutes, people start to talk so confidently and so intimate even, yeah? So this is also not only by ingredients, what I want to tell to you. It's also about your behavior, how you judge your customer,
Sure.
For sure, in the salon business is different. So they are sourced so very personally together, the hairdresser and the client, or the manicurist and so on. But by the retail product, is also possible.
In fact, Itamar and Ugo, yesterday you were talking about how you have got your customer, you know, how you focused on your customer and how you've created a whole society, you know, And you must tell us about that very quickly.
We have inside our hair salons, we have a lot of sustainable systems. Example, we wash the hair with rainwater. We have a treatment water. We pick up this treatment to do a lot of process, and we clean this water and wash the hair. This is amazing. It's unique in Brazil. We have also panel solars, any systems. We think about sustainable. When we talk about the all market cosmetic, we will arrive in next 3 years in $800 billion in all the market. The natural cosmetic, it's only 3% this, only 3%. We do this when we start our company 30 years ago. We don't move for the sustainable market.
Correct.
Before the pandemic, the people think about the experience. Now people think about the soul. 20 years ago, we talked one sentence, the advertise is the soul of the business. Now, the soul is the main thing, the business. The opposite the sentence. The people need to arrive to see the business and to understand what is the soul, this brand, this experience. And you don't have the soul if you don't have a clear connection with sustainable. The globe, they stop with this pandemic one moment for the natural. The natural don't do garbage. The natural recycle everything. And we need to do business like this system, and all clients arrive with us, because they really believe our connection, this more clean process, more clean way to do money, to construction solutions. And the main thing for this is the people. They need to perceive what is the connection. You need the process clean. We have 90% of our SKUs. It's only natural or organic certificate. Also, we import from India a lot of plants. We have Lamla, Brahma, Caressaa, Indigo. We launched 4 years ago in Brazil the first vegetable color, 100% vegetable color in Brazil. Our perception at this moment, after pandemic time and after this global pandemic, the sustainable is the best way to construct more solutions. If we start 10 years ago, the fast food for slow food, after the fast fashion for slow fashion, we arrive at the slow beauty. And also we don't have a more anti-age product. We have a slow age product. We need our movement to integrate everything. This is our, I know some words is a little poetic, but it's not poetic. It's the unique way. We talk one expression, integration sustainable, because the people sometimes think they don't have any connection with sustainable, they don't go to start because it's too much complicated. No, you can start 1%, 2%. One day we will arrive at 90%. One day we will arrive at 100%, because it's the unique way. We don't talk about the next year. We talk about the next 20 years. We need to change this. And the client find about this. When do we look in Brazil, around the 50% of the hair salons, they return, they are not full. We have some lines some days after pandemic time, because they find sustainable in our local. This is the way.
Hugo, you want to add something?
Yes. Putting it in context on how that affected us nowadays, it became an advantage in amidst of all this crisis, because since we've been working this way with all of our suppliers, all the stakeholders that we affect, when we got into the pandemic, everyone wanted to help us. Everyone wanted to take part in making us continue alive. Everyone was very eager to be around us and understand what we are doing, how they could be adding to this equation. even in not only suppliers for the cosmetics, for raw materials, but also the people that we work with for communication. They were very eager to be a part of all of our strategies of rebranding, of converting the salons into the supermarkets, looking for the small organic suppliers that need a space to be selling their goods. So that was really helpful. So stealing a little bit from what Haik said earlier, we saw the pandemic as a catalyst to speed up some of the processes that we were moving through, not only in e-commerce, because we felt that too, but for the organic and the sustainable market.
One important thing, these locations we transform it in supermarket. Now we transform it return to her salon. The clients call for us and please don't move everything for market. Leave some products. We love it.
It's interesting. Yes. Claudio, you would like to give us some insights from Italy about how you've seen brands play on sustainable and ethical beauty.
Well, I wanted to tell you this. I have seen a lot of movement in every categories, in every field.
Sure.
People that are developing packaging start to develop ethical packaging. There are bamboo packaging that are splendid. And this wouldn't have happened 3 years ago or just few weeks ago in some case. Not always. The development means to be the future. To be the future is, it means also revisit what you have done in the past and matching it with new technology, with new analysis, in order to understand what empirically was sown and now can be enhanced by adding some technology. Not always redo the old things is a good thing. You do all things, you redo it, but you do all things.
Yes.
You must subtract, add, do a process of evolvement. And all people that took that way have found new frontier to face. And I'm very happy to see what it happens everywhere. Now I'm following a research of a company that is developing new packaging that are impregnate of disinfectant in order to stabilize better the cosmetics without adding preservative inside the cosmetic, but having the packaging that does this action. It's something beautiful everywhere.
Yeah, wow. That's interesting.
Yes, we have some supplier like this with the silver inside the plastic and so on.
Yes.
Fantastic. And I understand that, an Italian market would be much advanced in terms of the consciousness that the customer has for these things. But I think there is something very unique that in India we have always believed in the herbal and the, some natural. And till today, my mom doesn't use any other skincare, but she puts cream from, she just puts cream. You know which cream I'm talking about, the milk, the cream which comes out of the milk. She puts on her face and she's glowing. And I'm putting all kinds of, cosmetics and still don't look half as good as her.
Well, if I can, I think it's amazing listening to Itamar that wash the hair of the lady with rainwater.
Yes.
That's amazing. That in Italy we are having a revamp of all the spa treatment. You know that spa means salus through means health through water, salus per aquam. And we have a deep culture of that. And during COVID, this has been revisited, and now there is a big development of spa treatment and using the spa water to make cosmetics, to take advantage of what's inside that water that is active.
Sure.
That I have seen a lot of work that is going on, and we'll have a better work.
Sure. Vikram, you would like to comment on how at Enrich you see ethical beauty and how you practice sustainability?
For Enrich, not because of COVID. Before, at the start of 2020, we took a very conscious decision that in 2 years, we will completely go to vegan, cruelty-free, complete natural products.
You need to be a bit louder, Vikram.
Yes, I'm saying in the beginning of 2020, we decided and then we took a conscious decision of going complete natural, vegan, cruelty-free product at our salon in 24 months time. So by 2021 end, we are like another 18 months from now, we will be completely into the natural product. In last 6-7 months, we have made a really good progress. One is that the manicure pedicure what we procure is Wash US is completely vegan product. We have imported a brand called Human Plus Kind from Ireland. They're into bath and body products, completely vegan. Our wax, which is coming from Spain, Caressaa, is again into the same category. We are working with a few partners in India also to create a range of facial and manicure, pedicure, and every possible thing, which will be vegan. Not sure until I heard Hugo that even color and technical services can also be done with natural products. But other than that, even in hair, we are quite determined that we'll be moving to products which are natural, which are ethical. And an ethical is something which we really love because we manage all our life, our business most ethically, right? Every possible in the processes, what we do in Enrich is first with being ethical. And we are a firm believer that something natural, ethical is not a momentum. It's a process which we all are going to go through. We are going to evolve through it, right? So whatever changes we bring in are going to stay. It's not going to be the kind of flavor of a year or a month or today beard is in and another year it will go off, right? Something when you decide to do so, and hats off to Hugo and his team that, they've been doing it for donkey's years. Something great to learn from all of you.
Fantastic. Have you observed the demand also from the customer at the salon, Vikram?
Certainly. So today was even our customers are so well aware of things. They know what are things going around. So anything which we bring in, and even if we talk 10% of it, they get it, and there is a great respect for every natural product, every thing which talks about nature, which talks about conservation of nature. Certainly customers are for it.
Sure. Thank you so much. Ankit, over to you. How do you see this?
Yes,
how do you see it happening at your
one brand which Ankit brings in, Olaplex, which is completely sulfate-free shampoo and conditioners, right? So we are using it's always short supply. So before I question Ankit, he just dropped me a message that supply is back.
So Olaplex is one of the brands we've been really focusing on since the last 5 years, and that is completely cruelty-free, vegan, gluten-free. It's one of the best, most healthiest products. Even the surfactants are from coconut, so everything is very healthy about that product. And if you see the packaging also, it gives you the very clean beauty, very simple. very basic, but efficacy-wise, I think it's the best product that we've bought in on the hair side. On the other hand, we have another brand called Kosmetix, which is also completely vegan, cruelty-free. It's from the UK, and it's handmade. It's made up of essential oils, shea butter, again vegan and very unique in that form. So we've been working on those ethics since the last 5 years, and Kosmetix since last 8 years now, 8 to 9 years. So we had taken that road long ago, and we intend to continue strengthening that as we move forward, even with the new ranges that we bring to life. And as one of the gentlemen mentioned that, everything, you can start with a 1%, go to 15%, and then go to 99%. So you basically transition, as you move forward, because today's consumer, needs a mix of a lot of things. And not everything can be organic, So we don't believe in overemphasizing the organic term or ethical beauty. I think it's about progressing in the right direction. And I think as a company, we are progressing in that direction.
Okay, that's great. I think we've overshot.
One important point I want to bring in is that, when you say organic, there is so much complexity around it, right? Yes. Because then people will say, how organic are you? Then, okay, you go to product, and then you go to packaging, and you got to go to ingredients, and they say, okay, where was it grown, and that field or the farm land was organic or not, whether that is certified or not. That's getting too much into it. So rather you would focus on natural and ethical set of products which are created with a lot of care, a lot of love, a lot of affection.
Okay.
And
can I take the last round of questions, which is very interesting, which is a bit futuristic? We have been in the cosmetic industry for so many decades. All of us put together, it's 100+ years of experience out here, and much more, 200+ perhaps. But what I'm trying to understand is, how do you see the future? And coming to you, Ike, I just want to know. You've got this amazing, I believe you've got this customizable perfumery machine or something that you're doing, which where perfumes can be customized to people's personalities. And would you like to talk about it? And we're just trying to figure out how, what do you see is happening in the future? Whether, of course, we've spoken about ethical enough, but how do you at your place, what are you doing about those innovations? How do you see the future panning out for our industry?
Okay, thank you. So I just want to, first, I would love to talk about future, but starting from then what we was talking before. Sure. So, sometimes the big companies are looking where the market is going, and they start to change, like our colleague Ankit told that we go to this direction with the big producers and so on. But the guys like Hugo, they are in a front line, so they choose interesting things like rainwater, or also putting the fruits instead of salon, etc. What the big company cannot do. I mean, multinational company cannot afford or do. So what is interesting, in my opinion, is that all novelties are happening in a borders of different disciplines, of different segments of market. So maybe you could continue also your fruits or your fruit selling in form of beauty from inside. If you talk about beauty from outside, you can use the products which you are using, the ingredients, the fruits which you are using for your products, to also to show them, to have a small part of it, or cocktails or whatever. So I mean, you are free to do something new and interesting, and this is very important part, because the future is not. We should look at the future not like this. Okay, what will happen? Let's see and adjust us. But everything we do now, we harm the future. So we create the future. This is most important part because all of us are sort of a different company. And the people, when the people are paying money for that, what you do, well, money is a time of their life that they use to work to get this. So when they vote with this money for your idea, so it means they are voting for the world in which they want to live tomorrow. So this is a very, very important part. So so much about the experiments in the future and altruism. But regarding due to technology, as I told that there are different disciplines, I find a very interesting startup in Holland, which is coming at least not from the fragrance industry, but they was doing mechanical parts and practically working with artificial intelligence and the big data, etc. And they create a very interesting story about individual perfume making. So they have juices, let's say accords of the perfumes. They could be, let's say, in each accord about 15 different ingredients. It could be, let's say, till 100 accords, which was done with the top, most coolest perfumers in the world. And regarding your type of personality or your actually what you love, which ingredient you love or not, etc. Yeah, yes, and also if it could be you are introvert or extrovert, depends how you feel yourself in a company, because fragrance is speaking about you. What for you are using this fragrance? Well, is it for the evening or for work, etc.? So it's creating for you a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. There are some possibilities and you can adjust even at the end. And this is a nice game. It's like a part of the production in the middle of the store, which is really amazing. So, and you have practically a game to be a perfumer. And everything is totally clean, sealed, and you don't, nobody touched you or you don't touch you. Everything goes through your application in the store or even from home. You see by video how it is creating your fragrance and so on. And even payment is done through the via your gadget. So it means you don't touch anybody. It's also a modern way to get a let's say new experience of retail. And I'm doing now the concept. I was here 4 months in Vienna, and I create the concept how this first store should be. I hope that I can present you at September the whole store, how it will work. There are interesting things inside, so we will put also some hydroponical plants, and we will put special electrical cables with oscillograph and with a synthesizer. They will create the waves, because any living organism creating a wave, so you can have actually music from plants also inside the store. So there are many interesting stuff. I hope to present you soon.
Thank you.
The concept, and I think it will work. Hope.
All the best to you. And yes, Itamar and Hugo, we'd like to hear from you about what do you think where the future is, what you were doing about it.
We believe in the future. We think about like you need to think about the distributor. You need to have omni-channel. You need to create some things about omni-channel in service too. When you choose your products and make a process for at home, the process that you use it only service inside your hair salons, or you need to buy in all part of the different countries, you need to to develop system the client can do maintenance. I think we need to think about the omnichannel product, omnichannel service. Is not so easy, but we need to think about this. About the raw materials, about sustainable in the future, I believe the synthetic substance will be better for the planet in the future. How more technology they develop, the constructor is less damaged. And also we need to, and the raw material natural, we need to think something the constructor more raw material natural, but you need less plants. Because sometimes you need 1 ton with lavender to construct 1 liter the lavender oil. This is not good too. We need to, everything will construct, and the client will find solutions connecting more soul, connecting more life. This is immediately. This is not next 5 years. The people talk a lot of things about the debt, and bioscience. We are not hospital. We are illness. We are life. We are relax. We are detox. This is our words, and we need to rescue this. We need products to rescue this process and all ambient for this experience.
Your own egregor.
Yes, the people need this. We need to take out that. That is not a word for us.
Yes.
They don't need to think about biosecurity. Biosecurity is under the system. You are not because the biosecurity. Our biosecurity is for hospital. I believe the future is this: connect more system, more raw material, natural, but with less plants, not a lot of plants. And also, I don't know in English the name, mimetism, like mimica.
Mimetic
technologies for synthetic substance. They will copy natural substance. I believe this too.
All right. Okay. Yeah. A lot of perfumes, I mean, of course, have synthetic substances, and but somehow, personally, I don't agree with them. I still want natural. So yeah, it's going to be a fight out there. So Claudio, coming back to you, I'm sorry I interrupted you then.
No, it's all right. It's all right. What will be the future?
Yeah.
Well, some lines are traced and we can't go out from them, and they are right. We must be social. Everything is social. So who will succeed in being social, in being a trendsetter, in being a brand which you refer, because you are not getting just a product, but you are getting services around it. You are getting support, and you can talk of anything when you walk in the shop. Ike was telling, we don't have leaflets. We have somebody that talks with you.
Yes.
That will be one, but we shouldn't forget that in front of us, we have a single. So we must be social, but the single knows that has different need from the others. Right. So you have to be social, but be ready to take care of the single person.
Individual.
So, yes, but they don't want to be considered just a part of a crowd.
Right.
They would want, when they walk in your shop, you have to take in consideration them as a single, with their single need, and put a relationship.
Customize.
If you do that, you embrace the future.
Correct.
And that is difficult for the big company that just making numbers. This is why Itamar has success, Ike has success, because is not, you can't make it in a big scale that. You need an entrepreneur that does this and look after this.
Yes.
L'Oreal can't do it. Estée Lauder can't do it. When
they can buy it. They can buy it.
Yes, yes.
After we do, they can buy it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. You support.
You create the valuation and.
Yes, you are you should be the added value for that, for all that.
Yes.
That's
a great point. Thank you, Claudio. Over to you, Vikram. How do you see this happening in the future? Is there any innovation that you are coming up which you would like to reveal right here to all of us?
Okay, some example is coming in my mind. So you come to Enrich as a customer, right? Unlike before, where we will act as a expert and will tell you this is your concern, this is your problem, and these are your solutions. Instead of that, we move to a process wherein we make it very participative. We make it more personalized. So I offer you a tech pop solution where I'll give you an initial diagnosis. I will ask few questions, open-ended, where you answer it, and based on that, we conclude that this particular service and product are recommended to you. So it's a participative process because customer is also equally aware. We really can't continue acting like we are the expert and you just follow me blindly. I think those are the days gone. I give you services using products which are ethical, natural. There is some story behind it. There is some purpose behind it. I sell you product, you take that as home care. It doesn't end there. Next time you come in, you bring in the empty bottle to me. I will recycle that bottle, send it to my back-end supply chain. I will recycle that bottle, will use that bottle for the next packing, and I'll make a purpose to even reuse it. When I do the process, I will also relate to some purpose in life. It could be charity, it could be trust, it could be some social activity where I contribute something as a brand to do something for underprivileged, less privileged, or some other part of the society. So it's not just a matter of giving service that has gone back maybe 20, 30 years ago. Maybe we were living in an aura or a thing where we were talking about experience. Now we need to move to a process where we are giving so much personalization, we are making the process very participative, and we are doing it with purpose. So personalization, participation, and some purpose is something which we need to work on times to come. And that is why even in Enrich, we have changed our logo post-COVID. We are saying, earlier we used to say love begins with you. Now we are saying love begins with us, because it is no more me. It is me to we.
Us, yeah.
Very true. Extremely crucial point. And I remember that you were one of the first salon chains in the country which started the loyalty program for customers, which was so amazing. You know, I had never heard of it. Like it's almost like what, 20 years back.
So our loyalty program still runs after 23 years with same conditions, same benefits, and same importance being given to the customer.
Yeah, that was one very interesting.
We can pride for.
That's great. So going to you, Ankit, how do you see things happening? Any innovations that you are up to after Me Safe, and anything that you predict is going to happen in the future as a distributor? What are you looking forward to? Tell us.
You know, on the Me Safe part, we're taking that global now. So we've already shipped to Australia. We've opened up distributor in Greece, in the Middle East. We're looking at opening more countries with Me Safe. You know, but beyond that, there is a very, very strong innovation that we're working on, which we're going to hopefully announce in Independence Day in India on August. We'll be announcing a very, very big breakthrough innovation, you know, that the market would be seeing for the first time in terms of a product and a concept. So we'll have to wait till 15th August for us to announce that. But having said that, as a distributor, we are looking at really embracing technology now. Artificial intelligence, technology, to understand how to support our partners more. How do we do some of the groundwork in terms of consumer behavior? Like right now with this whole COVID scenario, now we're kind of working on a strategy which is called, the new normal strategy. So, which is backed by data, which is, backed by embracing technology to work, like how Mr. Vikram said that they are talking about how to work differently with their consumers. We are thinking of how to work differently with our customers, which is salons and some of the other, spas and salon chains of the country. So we are working on that a lot. Education, as you know, has changed. Everything has gone virtual, but that has given us a lot of new ideas of how we could do something more better.
Absolutely.
So those are some of the changes we are definitely looking at. In the end, we're always going to be people who are social. So I'm looking forward to traveling back again. I'm looking forward to shaking hands with people again. We haven't shaken hands with people for so long. I tend to miss basic things like those. Yeah. So for me, while we keep innovating, adapting, we will still, as a company at Streamline, stick to the basic of being caring and loving towards your customers, your people, and that's our family. We spend more time with them than we spend at home. I'm still in the office right now as we speak, and yes, I'm looking forward to traveling again. So for me, that's looking forward to scenario. And yes, of course, technology, like I said, and other things that I mentioned, and hopefully we'll give you guys some breakthrough news on 15th of August.
Yeah. And just adding to Ankit's point, we are in touch business, right? So now we need to add some tech to our touch.
Absolutely.
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 Great points made today. I'm absolutely honored to have you guys on Beaute Espace. Thank you for giving us your time, and wish you all the best for the coming year for the business. And we hope to see double-digit figures come back to our businesses. And please do keep us posted about all your latest developments so that we can keep reporting to the industry and to the people at large. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Wherever you are, have a great time. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao.
See you all.